Remaining consistent has been something that the Lord has really been speaking to me. Like, Jessica, you have to be consistent. Like, I done set you up. I give you all the ideas. You got the talent, you got the skills, you got the human resources, you got financial resources, but you just got to get consistent. You got to be consistent. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to let myself down first and foremost. So I feel like I'm at that place. I feel like I'm at a place where I'm not going to let myself down. So I won't let you down as a content creator. What's up, y'all? Jessica checking in. I know it has been a very long time since I posted a YouTube video or a video of me talking in general. I actually tried to film this video, and at that point it had been almost 9 months since maybe like 8 to 9 months since I had last made a video. So I know it's been even longer then because it's October now. I realized I kind of left y'all hanging, and a lot has like transpired. I've had a lot of talks with God. I have done a lot of brainstorming, a lot of thinking, planning, crossing those plans out, planning again, crossing those plans out. And I think that I'm ready to come back, obviously, because I'm filming this video and I've posted it if you're watching. I just want to kind of give an explanation of where I've been, because I left y'all hanging and that ain't cool. Before my hiatus, like I said, I know it had been a long time. It's probably been a year since I've made a video. And last year when I was making videos, it was a lot going on. To be honest with you, we really can't speak freely anymore. Like, the First Amendment in America is being challenged right now. And not to get on my political stuff less than 5 minutes into the video, but I mean, that's a real thing that kind of contributed to me taking a break from making content. At the same time, I was going through a very spiritual, political unlearning process. That's my community that I created from that whole situation. I was unlearning pretty much everything that I've ever believed about religion. I was unlearning everything I believed about Christianity, Black Christianity, and politics, and the intersection of them both. And I'm gonna be honest with you, one, it was a very difficult message to try to convey. I used to be an entertainment blogger, so people know me from that. Now I'm coming back talking about politics and religion. Like, what? We ain't trying to follow you. People just weren't into it, in my opinion. And that kind of contributed to me pulling away a little bit, because it takes a lot of effort and time to talk about those kind of topics. It takes a lot of research. And not that I was doing it for popularity or doing it trying to rebuild an audience that I used to have. It really was like, I've just always been the type of person where whatever I talk about or speak on, it's a reflection of where I am, and that's where I was. But with the changing landscape of the way we discuss things, the freedom and the lack of freedoms that we have on these platforms now, it kind of made me, I second guessed everything that I was putting out. Just the nature of the topics, because they were topics that are very sacred to people. Your political beliefs, your religious and spiritual beliefs are super sacred. That's not the kind of thing that people talk about openly, especially if they have controversial opinions or if they're not ready to entertain controversial opinions. It's really hard to have that conversation. So I feel like I was talking by myself. A lot of the time it was the same 5 people that would tune in, and it just felt like I took on an attitude of, well, you know what, I'm going through this process. This is my journey. I'm getting mine. Y'all just make sure that whatever you're doing in life, you're getting yours. And I just kind of fell off. I took what I was doing online, and I put it back inside. I'm gonna take it a step further. I got to a point where I feel like my brain broke. Like, my brain literally broke from the information that I was taking in. I feel like my brain broke. Like I wasn't ready to go all the way. I went into a spiritual depression. And I also felt like, well, if I'm struggling in my own self, how can I talk about this with people? And I had to pull completely back. Like I said, I was second guessing myself. Like, am I sure I want to talk about this? Do I want to be judged in this way? Is there a better way to do it, a more effective way to get this message out, a better way or entertaining and engaging way to have the conversation? Like, how can I make this valuable to the people that I'm trying to find? You know, I am rebuilding my audience, but I think, you know, then it was about getting the people that were always tuned into me to be tuned into me on a more regular basis, versus now I realize that I have to put myself out there and my community and tribe will find me. I wasn't ready to put content out again until I was sure about my own spirituality, my own spiritual beliefs, till I was sure about what I believe politically, sure about if I want to talk about it on a public space and invite other people to have those conversations. I had to get to a place where I was really sure. And that takes time because everything's on the line. You know, my face is on these videos. You know, you're learning information about me. You know how to find me online. Like, that's putting it all on the line in 2022. You know, what you say and what you believe, people scrutinize it, they criticize it, and if you say the wrong thing, like look at what's going on with Kanye West, all hell could break loose, literally. So, you know, it was just a place I was trying to get to, like not really knowing what that place was, knowing how it was supposed to feel, and not being anywhere near that. Now I am. Now that I'm in that place, I feel like I can create content again because, oh, I ended up having a baby too. Like, I found out I was pregnant, had my baby. She's almost 2 months. Like, that's how much time has passed by. So that obviously played a part in my hiatus. If you did not know, we had a baby. I'm developing a schedule because we homeschool our children, and you know, it's not easy to film videos. So that was part of it too. Like, if I'm gonna come back, if I'm gonna return from my hiatus, I have to have a system. I have to have a schedule to be able to be consistent. Consistency has always been what personally affected my success. Remaining consistent has been something that the Lord has really been speaking to me. Like, Jessica, you have to be consistent. Like, I done set you up. I give you all the ideas. You got the talent, you got the skills, you got the human resources, you got financial resources, but you just got to get consistent. You got to be consistent. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to let myself down first and foremost. So I feel like I'm at that place. I feel like I'm at a place where I'm not going to let myself down, so I won't let you down as a content creator. Now, as far as my content, how it will change, here's the thing. I've been blogging since 2012. I'm going back to my roots. What has always worked for me is just being authentically me, not necessarily trying to fit a niche, not trying to be in a box. And that's what I did prior to my hiatus. And then I will tell y'all, before I even started back making content in the first place, I had been on a hiatus. Like, I continually take these breaks, which is why I'm trying to be consistent. But now I'm going back to my roots. What was blowing me up back then was this series that I did on my blog called the Jessica Diaries. I was talking about like my real life stuff, and I was fictionalizing it. You know, I was embellishing it. I was changing names. I was, you know, adding a little here and there. But people were into it. People were really, really into it. So I've been thinking, and how I'm going to re-emerge after this hiatus is I'm going back to my roots. It's going to be the Jessica Diaries. So I am going to be changing this YouTube channel to the Jessica Diaries, and I will still talk about the spiritual stuff, still talk about those things, because that's part of me, that's part of my life. So if you were here on my channel for that, you'll still get some of that, but there will be other things too, like life as a mom. I'll be talking about my pop culture topics that I love to discuss, you know, reality TV shows, what's on the news, what's going on in the entertainment world, what's going on politically. So it'll be a little bit of all the pieces that make up who I am. You can expect lifestyle content from me. I still will be doing the spiritual stuff, but I'm going to incorporate more facets of life in there as well. I'm going to try to bring back the book club, but I don't know. I'm thinking that my super controversial, deep, woke topics will be for Patreon. Like, there'll be Patreon exclusives so that I don't run the risk of getting in trouble. Sign up for my Patreon if you are interested in that kind of stuff. I do have a separate channel for the book club. I'll plug that in right now. And when the book club starts back, I'll do the book club stuff there. And then we have a family channel where it'll just be kind of an extension of this one. Like, this channel, the Jessica Diaries, is gonna just be my life, everything me. The family channel, it'll be more about our family and homeschooling and being an entrepreneur and Mississippi stuff, or you know, whatever. It'll just be more related. It'll be more family and kid content. My oldest son wants to do YouTube. He wants to follow in his parents' footsteps and be a creator. So we really kind of, and not just him, his sister too, his older sister, my stepdaughter, she wants to do YouTube. So that's kind of why we did the family channel. Like, we're not going to put them out there alone. So we're going to have to, you know, participate in their videos and get them comfortable into a place where they're making their own stuff. So if you want to see that, that's there. But again, if you have any questions about the hiatus, or you want me to go deeper or be more specific about certain things, just let me know in the comments. If not, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.